lost everything that they have.
The tornado was part of a larger weather system that was sweeping through Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. More than 2.5 million people were in the storm's path. Just north of New Orleans, 2 more tornadoes touched down. Mobile homes were destroyed in the town of Killian, and several more homes were damaged in Madisonville. Back here in New Orleans East, this is the tub where Miss McBride was standing when the tornado hit. These and 135 miles per hour.
David Begnaud with tough times in the Big Easy. Thanks.
Good Night Active Plus का normal mood जब कम मच्छर.
Villarreal has this.
Relentless rain turned a mountain into mud, pushing this entire home into the street.
It just started moving.
John Futcher got out moments before it was too late.
Mud started coming through the kitchen window, and that's when my wife and my son and I ran out of the house with the dog.
39 schools in Marin County were forced to close with rain filling up creeks and spilling into streets. Fire Battalion Chief Brett McTeague.
We have a lot of residents that are still in their resident, not able to get out right now.
The continuous rain has pulled much of Northern California out of the drought, but NASA climatologist Bill Patzert says the rest of the West still has a long way to go.
It took us many years, almost decades, to get into this punishing drought. There is no quick fix. It will take us years to decades to be totally out of the drought.
Scott, parts of California are still expecting up to 7 inches of rain by the end of the week.
Maria Villarreal for us tonight. Maria, thank you.
न गुंडा राज न भ्रष्टाचार. भाजपा लाएगी ऐसी सरकार.
Arguments for and against President Trump's immigration travel ban are being considered by a federal appeals court in San Francisco. The temporary ban on refugees and on travel from 7 largely Muslim countries went into effect last week, but a lower court stopped it. Jan Crawford's following the case for us. Jan?
Well, Scott, the emergency hearing lasted just over an hour, and it was at times contentious. 2 of the 3 judges appeared skeptical of the administration's arguments, repeatedly grilling a Justice Department lawyer who urged them to set aside the lower court order. Now, he made several key arguments. First off, they weren't directly harmed. And then turning to the heart of the issues, he contended that courts should not be second-guessing national security decisions, that immigration law gives the president broad discretion on national security and wide-ranging power to deny foreigners permission to enter the U.S., and that the ban does not discriminate based on race or religion. Now, on the other side, a lawyer for Washington and Minnesota argued the ban hurts their states and its residents, that it violates numerous constitutional provisions and amounts to discrimination against Muslims, as the lawyer said, Mr. Ideological lines.
Our chief legal correspondent, Jan Crawford, tonight. Thank you, Jan.